rank, sir?
Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Jefferson, presently of Southfield, Michigan, 1 mile outside of Detroit.
One of the Tuskegee Airmen.
I'm one of the originals. I'm one of the pilots. I graduated January 1944 from the 44A. And literally I was the replacement pilot for the 301st Fighter Squadron overseas. I went in B-51s, escorting the B-17s, the B-24s, Italy to Germany, Italy to France, Italy to West, flying top turret.
Let me go back a bit. First off, how did you find out about the opportunity to train to be a pilot?
We had World War II. Well, first of all, the war is going on. Everybody's going to the Army, Navy, Marines. And NAACP, Urban League, brought pressure on Congress to establish Tuskegee Army Airfield to train blacks to fly. To segregate it. I think that was a hell of a fight, a hard fight. But we succeeded in Tuskegee Army Airfield being established for us to train. You must remember, the war is going on. Everybody's going to the Army, Navy, Marines. And the opportunity came to me as a college graduate. By the way, we had to be college graduates. If you're white, you could be a high school dropout to be a pilot. So I became a pilot in World War II. I wasn't ready to kill anyone. All I wanted to do was fly and do my duty. Come back home, and I wasn't afraid. I wasn't angry at anyone. I didn't want to kill anyone. But the opportunity came to fly an airplane and to be part of Tuskegee Airmen.
Do you remember when you completed your training, you find out your first mission? What kind of thoughts are going through your head?
No, we're Monday morning quarterbacking now. Let's face it. When you're flying combat, you simply do what you want to do, you have to do, and you rise to the occasion. Today we ask them, what were you thinking about? I was thinking about surviving. Were you angry? Heck no, I'm not angry. I'm in a 332nd Fighter Group. We were flying combat, escorting the B-17. It was exciting, and we were accomplishing our job. And no one thought about making history. We were simply surviving. Today we think about it, come Monday morning quarterbacking. How did you feel? We didn't feel anything. We were surviving. Wanted to get back home. Wanted to get over the war over. But I had 18 long-range missions, escorting the B-17, the B-24s from Italy to Germany. And on my 19th mission, we went in a strafing mission, strafing radar stations on the coast of southern France, previous to the invasion that came off on August 15th. And when I went in to strafe, I got hit, and the airplane was hit. The shell came up right through the floor in front of me. And I pulled up, and I bailed out. And I hit the ground. A German soldier was right there, captured me. So I spent 9 months in Germany as a POW.
How did you make it through there?
I was treated as an officer and a gentleman because of the Geneva Convention. Every time I talk about this, high school kids will say, Mr. Jefferson, McCain was beaten. I said, yes, but where was McCain? McCain was in Vietnam. The Far Eastern mind was completely different from the Geneva Convention. In 1939, England, France, Italy, the United States sat down and signed a proclamation as how you treat POWs. You put the officers in a camp. Do not make them work. Put the enlisted men in a camp. You can make them work. No beatings, no torture. I literally set the war on. No beatings, no torture, no nothing. Because of the Geneva Convention. I was in Stalag Luft 3 in Poland. There were 10,000 white officers in this camp. Do the math. Every B-17 had 4 officers. Pilot, co-pilot, navigator, bombardier. And 6 enlisted men. We lost 5,000 B-17s in Europe. How many officers? All right. In this camp, Stalag Luft 3, there were 10,000 officers. I was number 4 black. At the end of the war, there were 32 black POWs in POW camps in Germany. There were 3 or 4 who were spread out. But no beatings, no torture. I literally set the war up. I was in a camp in April 45. General Patton's Third Army liberated the camp I was in. I was in a camp near Munich. And 2 days later, somebody said, "Jeff, there's a place down the road with a lot of dead people." What the heck are you talking about? We have to find this place. Remember that, no TV, no Time magazine, nothing. You could smell it a mile before you got to it because the ovens were still warm, where they were burning bodies. Dachau. I saw Dachau 2 days after the Americans liberated the place. Thousands of dead bodies. Ovens are still warm. And today, whenever I talk about it, somebody's going to tell me that Dachau is a hoax. It never happened. And I have to use expletive, deletive cuss words. Telling them that the odor of human flesh, burning human flesh, is something I'll never forget. Because it's different from barbecue on Saturday afternoons in your neighborhood. So I came home, eager to be a scientific chemist. Found out that blacks do not get into the field of chemistry. So I became a school teacher. So I taught elementary science. I was dealing with snotty old brats, 35, and I had a hell of a good time. I enjoyed it. And stayed in the reserves on itself Air Force Base and retired as a lieutenant colonel. Life keeps on moving, day by day, still telling the story of the Tuskegee Airmen, how we survived, how we went on to greater things. There's a lot of it. I'm like a mosquito in a nudist collar. There's so much to cover. I skipped and skipped and skipped. I left out a heck of a lot. But in a nutshell, that's my life. In a nutshell.
Well, I would say, obviously, thank you for your service to the country. Thank you for service to, as a black man, to our people. Thank you for teaching.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here. I can imagine you being a fantastic teacher.
Don't tell everybody. This is it's a wonderful country. We've got some crazy people in this country. But I got news for you. Where the heck are we going to go? Isn't it ironic? We have fences to keep people from coming into this country, but we don't have any for leaving. And a lot of people crazy said, "Oh, this country is so forth," and they curse and they use the so all right, I tell them, leave. And they look at me real funny. Because where in the heck are they going to go? Stay right here and help make this country better. If you're black, you're green, you're purple, you're Muslim, you're Christian, I don't give a rap who you are. Make the country better. But I always end up with, everybody in this country is crazy, except Mike, except you and me. And sometimes I'm not so sure about you.
Okay.
Have a good one. Have a good one.